6:30. We're going to begin the meeting. Welcome, everyone. This is the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting for September 25th. This is a remote participation meeting. I have to read the following so that everybody understands the remote rules. Pursuant to Government Baker's March 20th, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, GLC 30A 18, and the governor's March 15th, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place. This meeting of the Shrewsbury Zoning Board of Appeals will be conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. Specific information and the general guidelines for remote participation by members or the public have the right and are required to attend this meeting can be found on the Shrewsbury Town's website, shrewsburyma.gov/coronavirus. For this meeting, members of the public who wish to listen or watch the meeting may do so by visiting www.shrewsburymediaconnections.org. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceeds in real time via technology means. In the event that we are unable to do so, despite our best efforts, we will post on the town's website an audio or video recording, transcript, or other comprehensive records of proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting. To participate in the public comment portion of this meeting, dial 1-541-714-5028 and enter the following PIN 738-759-861#. Please mute your devices until the chair of the zoning board addresses your agenda item or opens the meeting up to public comment. First item on our agenda is to sign a bill for $101.20 to the community advocate for the September 25th, 2023 legal notices. Can I please get a motion?
I move to approve.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Kevin?
Aye.
Ann?
Aye.
David?
Aye.
Peter?
Aye.
Mary Beth? Aye, so moved. Okay, moving on to our first public hearing. This is to hear the appeal of Jessica Zorge, 27 General Ave, Shrewsbury, Mass. For the renewal of a special permit to the Shrewsbury zoning bylaws, section 6, table 1, to allow an accessory structure to be used for wildlife rehabilitation upon property located at 27 General Ave in the Residence B1 zoning district. The subject premise is described on the Shrewsbury Assessor's Tax Plate 23, Plot 2, 39000. And I know that we have our applicant here in front of us. So Jessica, I could ask you to give us an idea of what's going on. It's been 3 years since we saw you, and we'd like to hear from you, please.
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So had any complaints? We've close to 300. Period. Work really closely. Enforcement agency. Audubon. Tufts Wildlife.
Jessica, can you hold for one? Jessica, can you hold for 1 second? We're having some audio issues.
If everybody who's not speaking could mute, that might help.
Is that better? Okay, so yes, like I said, we've had close to 300 animals come through here. Not all of them stay. Many of them are triaged and based on their injuries, then transferred to Tufts. And if they need long-term care, we're here to accept them for the length of time that they need based on their injuries. I haven't had any complaints from any neighbors or any agencies for anything going on here. It's been going really smoothly. We've helped lots of animals and assisted with many rescues. So I feel like there's been no issues on our end.
Mary Beth, you're muted if you're trying to say something.
Sorry about that. I'm out of. Louise, can you let us know what's going on your end if you have any public or any further comments?
Sure. There's not been any complaint to the town, to the building inspector or otherwise. So there are no comments or questions from us.
By a show of hands, from the board, can I, ask if anyone has any comments, questions that they'd like to clear up at this point? If you could so do so. Okay. All right, given that this is a public hearing, is there anybody that would wish to be heard on this matter? And I need to give it at least 10 seconds. Okay, does not appear that we have any public participation. Might I get a motion from a member, please?
Move to close the public hearing.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor, Kevin?
Aye.
Ann?
Aye.
David?
Aye.
Peter?
Aye.
Mary Beth, I so moved. Can I get a motion, please?
I move to approve the renewal of the special permit under section 6, table 1, to allow an accessory structure to be used for wildlife rehabilitation at 27 General Ave, Residence B1 District.
Peter, we have some additional conditions that we've been have discussed adding to the record. Can I ask another board member to add conditions if there are any, if the board pleases?
Sure, I'll gladly add those conditions. Those conditions are as follows. Number 1, the structure is to remain locked at all times when not attended by the wildlife rehabilitator. Number 2, the rights authorized by the issuance of this special permit shall be limited to Jessica Zorge and shall remain in effect only during her ownership of the occupancy of the premises. And number 3, noise complaints associated with this use shall be filed with the building inspector and brought to the attention of the Board of Appeals for the life of the special permit.
Thank you, Kevin. Can I get a second, please?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, Kevin?
Aye.
Ann?
Aye.
David?
Aye.
Peter?
Aye.
Mary Beth, I so moved. Congratulations, Jess. Thank you for your time. Can I please get a motion? Oh, we have a raised hand. We need to, John?
Thank you.
Just to be clear, John, we have closed the public hearing, so I just want
I
to.
understand. I'm an agent of Raptor Tail Rescue as well.
I'm sorry?
I am also an agent of Raptor Tail Rescue,
Okay.
and I would just like to respectfully request that the filing fee be returned. The $300 filing fee, that represents about a year's worth of food for the typical hour that you brings in. This is a very shoestring operation. We would appreciate any refund you could offer on this filing fee. And I understand that it may have to go to the selectmen to forgive debt. Maybe a letter from your board requesting it would carry some weight, and we would appreciate that.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you. Procedurally, Louise, can you give us some advice on how we would take this into consideration, given that we have closed the public hearing and have approved the appeal?
I am positive. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know if I can talk or if there's going to be a bunch of feedback.
Go ahead.
It would be nice. So this is $300, and then with the 2 other fees to file with the registry, it's another 200. So it ends up being close to about $500, which does feed a raptor for an entire year. And we are a 501c3 nonprofit now. We did get that during this procedure. So it's a lot of money for a small nonprofit that's run by one person. So if it would be possible, I understand if it isn't, but we figured that we would ask just because it's a lot of money and it could help feed the animals versus paying this, but it's totally your decision.
Thank you, Jess. Again, we have a closed hearing at this point, so I'm thinking procedurally, we are either gonna have to continue this, which we can't because we've already heard the hearing and closed on it. Peter has his hand raised, so let's get Peter's advice on this. Peter?
Yeah, I think that's right procedurally, but I think what we could do is maybe Louise or folks in planning could look into what the procedure would be. And maybe at the next meeting, we could consider whether we have to vote as a board to support that. But I know I would personally support it. I don't know how the rest of the board feels, but as a closed hearing, we can't really debate it now.
Okay.
Why don't we agree to include this on our agenda for our October meeting? And we can sort of clean up the procedural end at that point.
That makes them.
I think our hands are tied at this point because it is a closed hearing. So I would suggest that that's the route that we go. So let's put this on ice until October, and we'll come back with our findings at that time during a public hearing. Okay?
I just have a question. If this is being continued, I can still take in animals in between for this decision making? Like the permit is still active and I can do that still, right?
Yeah, you have your permit.
You have your permit, it's been approved, so we just need to make sure that we handle this in the most appropriate way regarding the permitting fees, of which we'll do some due diligence over the next 30 days and let you know in October.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Great, thank you. All in favor, Kevin?
Aye.
Ann?
Aye.
David?
Aye.
Peter?
Aye.
Mary Beth? Aye, so moved. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you in October.
Thank you.
Thank you.